to have the reading of the law before we start today's lesson. Go ahead and read it.
And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God. Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 12 and read those last verses. Ecclesiastes 12, let's read those last two. Go ahead and read them.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
All righty, our last place, Revelation chapter 22. And let's start at verse 14. Go ahead, brother.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs, and sorcerers, and whoremongers, and murderers, and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
Thank you, brother. And that, my dear sisters and brothers, is a reading of the law. That is your foundation for salvation. We read that blessed are the ones that keep those commandments. And we also read it is man's whole duty. Okay? So let me start by saying good morning to everyone here. Good morning. And welcome home. Welcome home here to the Israel of God Bible study class, where we teach the Bible by subject and by title here in Pittsburgh, California. For those that don't know me, my name is Brother James. Reading for us today is Brother Devin. And it's good to be back home, okay? And it's good to stand before you on the Lord's Sabbath day, okay? On the one he proclaimed. You know, sisters and brothers, quite a few of my lessons, if anyone hasn't noticed, the titles come from a verse in the Bible. You know, they are something that their titles are something that we can actually go and read. And I just choose to do that, okay? And today's lesson is titled, God is not mocked. Can you put that thumbnail up there? Y'all look at that thumbnail. See that? See the dad standing behind the son, sneaked his way into the cookie jar? When you know dad told him don't bother those cookies until after you eat dinner, okay? But he's in there anyway. Okay? God is not mocked. So someone probably would say, why would you do a lesson with that title, Brother James? Or what does that mean? Well, most of us in here are parents, and we've had parents. And we remember in the house, Miss Mary from down the street come visit mom. Me and our siblings come running through the living room, and mom say, stop running in this house. Y'all see them in there trying to talk. Quit making that noise. Then y'all run through again making that noise. Mom tell you again to stop it. Don't do it. 10 minutes later, you're back there, you're doing some running, you break something. Then it gets real quiet. Then mom say, Miss Mary, pardon me for 1 minute, I'll be right back. And when mom come back there, what she bringing with her? She bringing that strap with her, okay? Because like God, talking isn't enough for us sometimes. The written word isn't enough. So since this isn't enough, and you got to mock God by playing with his word, manipulating it, and trying to poke holes in it, instead of just doing what it says. You mocking him when you do that. And your choices have consequences, sisters and brothers. Whatever it is you choose to do, whatever it is you sow, you're going to reap likewise. You sow corruption, you're going to reap corruption. If you sow kindness to people, thoughtfulness to people, help to people, then when your time comes, you need some help. Some people going to be right there to help you. But if you sow selfishness, you're going to be out on the island one day, needing help and nobody to help you. But you sowed that, so you reap that. The title of today's lesson is really and truly about you reaping what you sow, because God sees everything you're doing and you in his face mocking him, getting away from what he had written. So look, so let's go ahead and start today's lesson in the 33rd chapter of Psalm, the 33rd Psalm, okay? Because this lesson is a reminder to us that our choices have corresponding results. So God is only going to talk so much. The Bible has been written, and it's on us to live according to what we can read and prove. Psalm chapter 33, brother. Let's pick it up at 13, 33 and 13. Go ahead and read it.
The Lord looketh from heaven.
Yes.
He beholdeth all the sons of men.
Yes, sir.
From the place of his habitation, he looketh upon all the inhabitants of the earth.
Okay, so now we see that the Lord is looking. Is there anything he doesn't know about, y'all? But sometimes we deceive ourselves into thinking you're going to get away with something. And you're not. You're just getting by, okay? Go ahead and read what verse was that, brother?
Into 14.
Go ahead and read.
He fashioneth their hearts alike.
Yes.
He considereth all their works.
Skip down to 18 and continue.
Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy.
Go ahead.
To deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine.
So now let's go to Hebrews chapter 4. It says right here that the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him. And it's on those that don't fear him also. But the thing about it, the ones that fear him, it says in verse 19, to deliver their soul from death and from trouble. Okay? So now we see clearly already that his eyes are everywhere. And we're going to see something else to go with that. Hebrews, my brother, chapter 4, pick it up at verse 12. Hebrews 4 and 12. Go ahead and read it.
For the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Because God can discern the thoughts and your intents. He can see what you want to do and what your thoughts are. Okay? Go ahead and read, brother.
Neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight, but all things are naked and open unto the eyes of him with whom we have to do. So
now we just still showing you that the Lord see everything. Let's go to the 4th chapter of Revelation. The problem is people get into the deception that these wrong things that I'm doing, I'm going to get away with them. The Lord is okay with it because he let you get by with it. He's just really showing you mercy. He's really showing you some patience, because sooner or later, and in most cases is at the most inconvenient time, where the word isn't good enough, now some action is going to come hit you. Then what? You don't want that. Revelations 4:1, brother, go ahead and read it.
After this I looked,
Mm-hmm.
and behold, a door was opened in heaven.
Yes.
And the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet
Mhm.
talking with me,
Yes.
which said, Come up hither, and I will show thee the things which must be hereafter.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven,
Yes.
and one sat on the throne.
Mm-hmm.
And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a rainbow round about the throne, in sight like unto an emerald.
Okay, so what? Okay, so look, just skip on down to that verse. Well, just go ahead and continue, brother.
And round about the throne were 24 seats.
So round about the throne, there's 24 seats. Go ahead.
And upon the seats I saw 24 elders sitting,
Mm-hmm.
clothed in white raiment, and they had on their heads crowns of gold.
Go ahead.
And out of the throne proceeded lightnings and thunderings and voices. And there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne,
Mm-hmm.
which are the 7 spirits of God.
See, these 7 lamps are 7 spirits of God. These are 7 angels. Go ahead and read, brother.
And before the throne there was a sea of glass like unto crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And in the midst of the throne and round about the throne were 4 beasts full of eyes before and behind.
There were 4 more of them full of eyes, okay? Before and behind. Go ahead.
And the first beast was like a lion,
Mm-hmm.
and the second beast like a calf. And the third beast had a face as a man, and the fourth beast was like a flying eagle.
Go ahead.
And the fourth beast had each of them,
No, the 4 beasts.
and the 4 beasts had each of them 6 wings.
So they
about
had
him,
6 wings, each one of them. Go ahead.
about him, and they were full of eyes within.
They were full of what?
Eyes.
They were full of eyes. 6 wings, full of eyes. Go ahead, brother.
And they rest not day and night.
And they don't take breaks. They do not take breaks. Wings full of eyes. Go ahead, brother.
Saying, Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty,
Mm-hmm.
which was and is to come.
So now go on into that Revelation, the 5th chapter, the very next chapter, and let's pick it up at verse 5. So we got these angels with 6 wings with eyes all over them. Go ahead, brother. 5 and 5. Go ahead and read it.
And one of the elders saith unto me, Weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof.
Go ahead.
And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent forth into all the earth.
So God got these spirits coming to and fro to the earth with eyes all over them. And they are his eyes. And he get reports. Okay. So now let's go into Job, the 1st chapter. Let's take another look at that. I'm just trying to show you that you are doing nothing that the Lord doesn't see and hear. And it's a terrible thing if you get deceived into thinking you're getting away with something when the Lord got his word written and he wants us to live according to it. This past week, I got a text message from somebody with a New Living Translation version of, and I think I told y'all about it Wednesday night, Mark 2:7. He's trying to poke a hole in the Sabbath day. Okay. Don't know one iota about the Bible, but he sent me that verse. And then another brother called me and say somebody shot it to him. Okay. So somebody somewhere is going around a word that you can read in the Bible 200 times. 200 times now. But you can't show me Sunday one time. But that's what you're doing. So you spending your energy, you're spending your time going in the Bible, trying to poke holes in something that's written in there over 200 times, something that Jesus observed and kept. After he died, Paul observed and kept it. And before, when Moses wrote it down, it's been good. But you are an agent of Satan when you do that. You trying to tear down something that's written in that book a couple of hundred times, when the stuff that you do is not written in there one time. You mocking God when you do that. And he's going to come holler at you about that. Okay? Job 1:6, what that say, brother?
Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Now look, the angels came. Satan was among them too. Go ahead, brother.
And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou?
Yes.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth and from walking up and down in it.
So y'all see that? So Satan even said he been going to and fro in the earth, walking up and down in it. Now let's go to Revelations chapter 12, because if you go into hit that 2 Chronicles 16, it said the eyes of the Lord go to and fro into the earth, and they report. But let's see what Satan is doing in his going to and fro. Revelations, my brother, 12. Let's pick it up at 9. Revelations 12 and 9. Because Satan was among them to report. Okay? Revelations chapter 12. The Lord has eyes everywhere. We've already read that God looks upon all men. He's looking and listening. So look, Revelations chapter 12, verse 9, my brother. Go ahead and read that.
And the great dragon was cast out.
Yes.
That old serpent called the devil.
Yes.
And Satan.
So we just saw that he reported to the Lord like the rest of the angels do. Go ahead and read.
Which deceiveth the whole world.
Who did he deceive?
The whole world.
Everybody's been in deception at some point, at one time or another. When are you coming out of it? When are you going to wake up out of deception and dig into the Bible and see if the things you believe is written, and see if the things you do are written?
9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth.
Yes.
And his angels were cast out with him.
So not only was Satan, he wasn't the only evil angel. There were several others with him. Okay. So it says a third of them got cast out with him. Go ahead and read, brother.
And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God.
Yes.
And the power of his Christ.
Yes.
For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
Wait a minute. He's called the accuser. He got cast down. Go ahead, brother.
Which accused them before our God day and night.
So Satan go before God day and night accusing you. See, God, do you see what he did? Do you see what she did? Please let me go down there and set his house on fire real quick. Can I do that? Huh? Y'all read Job, the whole first and second chapter, huh? God choreographed all the drama that Satan brought on Job. He choreographed it. He say, do this, but don't do that. Then the second time he sent him, he say, do this, but don't touch him. Then he said, the second time he say, touch him, but don't kill him. Huh? You think he won't send him down to you? He's going to accuse you day and night. You're not getting away with anything. Job was just being tested right here. What you think happens to us, and we are nowhere near as righteous as the brother Job was? And Satan is accusing us before God day and night. See, God, I told you she was going to do that. I told you she was going to do it. Can I go down there and cause some trouble? And the Lord will have a discussion with him. What kind of trouble to cause? Yeah, go ahead. Don't touch any of the kids, though, this time. Let's see what happens. You go on down there and do something, see if you can get her mind right. God is not mocked, brothers and sisters. Let's go look at something. Let's go Psalm 119, because we've made a great deal already in this lesson about he's got these eyes, he's got these angels that's going to and fro, watching and looking. So the question is, what are they going to and fro looking for? What's the to and froing about? Huh? Why they running back and forth? Let's find out. Psalm 119, verse 1, my brother, verse 1. Go ahead and read it.
Blessed are the undefiled in the way,
Yes.
who walk in the law of the Lord.
Yes, sir.
Blessed are they that keep his testimonies and that seek him with the whole heart.
Mm-hmm.
They also do no iniquity.
Mm-hmm.
They walk in his ways. Thou hast commanded us to keep thy precepts diligently.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that my ways were directed to keep thy statutes.
Mm-hmm.
Then shall I not be ashamed when I have respect unto all thy commandments.
And that's what the Lord wants you to do, respect his commandments. Like your parents wanted you to do. When your parents say sit down and be quiet, they wanted you to go sit down and be quiet. It's all that simple. When your dad said, when you finish your homework, take that garbage out, you understood that clearly. And that's what he wanted you to do. And he wanted you to respect what he was saying to you and follow those instructions. God is the same way. And if you don't do that, you mocking him because you're being disrespectful. Go ahead, brother.
I will praise thee with uprightness of heart.
Yes, sir.
When I shall have learned thy judgments, thy righteous judgments.
Yes, sir. So why are they going to and fro? To see who's keeping them commandments. And then they go back and report. That's why they go to and fro. Let's go to Proverbs 5. The eyes of the Lord are upon all men, brothers and sisters. You may think you getting away, but the Lord's memory is not short at all. Just when you relax and exhale, here he comes. You can do what you want to do, but you cannot cross God doing what you're doing. Proverbs chapter 5, verse 21, 5 and 21. Go ahead and read it, brother.
For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord.
Yes, sir.
And he pondereth all his goings.
Some of your goings.
All his goings.
He ponder all your goings. Go ahead.
His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself.
See, a wicked man, his own wickedness gonna get him taken out. But we always like to blame everybody else when drama show up in our life. It's never my fault. It's always somebody else's fault. All this drama fell on me. That's how people are. No accountability. Got to point to somebody and blame them. It says a man, start that verse over again, brother. Verse 22, what that say?
His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself.
You see that? A wicked man's iniquity is going to get him taken out. Go ahead, brother.
And he shall be holden with the cords of his sins.
And so your own sin is going to get you in trouble with God. Go ahead.
He shall die without instruction.
That's right.
And in the greatness of his folly, he shall go astray.
You're going to die without instruction because it said the wicked man hate instructions. And that's our nature. Let's stay in Proverbs, though, and go to chapter 15 and pick it up at verse 3. The Lord is watching everything. Proverbs 15 and verse 3. 15 and 3, my brother. Go ahead and read that.
The eyes of the Lord are in every place.
Again, the eyes of the Lord are where, brother?
In every place.
In every place. Doing what?
Beholding the evil and the good.
And that's why they going to and fro. They're beholding the evil you do and the good that you do. The evil that you think and the good that you think. The evil that you speak and the good that you speak. That's why they go to and fro, to report back on us. And the more we just get our mind set on, I want to keep my garments clean because I could draw my last breath today. We finished with that, brother?
Yeah.
What verse was that?
3.
Skip down, my brother. Hit that verse 5. Go ahead.
A fool despiseth his father's instruction.
Yes, sir.
But he that regardeth reproof is prudent.
See, me in my early years, all it takes with my dad is 1 or 2 times you disobey him. And then you get real smart after that. You get real smart after that. Because my dad brought that hammer. Okay? And the Lord is the same way. A fool despises his father's instructions. A fool despises instructions in his Bible. Okay? So look, skip down, my brother. Hit that verse 9. Go ahead and read it.
The way of the wicked is an abomination unto the Lord.
Yes.
But he loveth him that followeth after righteousness.
See, the Lord loved the one that's walking righteous. Go ahead.
Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way.
Yes, sir.
And he that hateth reproof shall die.
Man, this is heavy right there. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way. Because people hate to be corrected. People hate to be corrected. I was pointing out on the show last night. I don't know how many of y'all watched Let Us Reason, but I was pointing out that one of the brothers, I was trying to say something that wasn't correct, and that brother checked me on that. He said, I can't let you do that, brother. You're wrong for that. And that's another part of the issue here. There's no judgment among us anymore. Somebody doing something wrong, and it's a problem for you to tell them they're wrong. I don't care who they are to you. If they're wrong, you should be able to tell them they're wrong. I remember at this Walmart over here in San Leandro on his ferry. And I don't know how many of y'all familiar with that Walmart over there. I'm in there one day and I see a sister at a table. She was from one of them nations over there in Africa. And she was handing out some stuff. So I sat down and chat with her because I gave her some of these flyers from here. So we started talking. And then she said, we have this proverb in Africa that says, if I have a brother or a sister, I don't need a mirror. Do y'all get that one? She said, if I have a brother or sister, I don't need a mirror. And what it says is, if you got somebody with you that'll tell you when you're wrong, and you don't even need to do the self-examination because somebody has already told you wrong and you accepted it. You got something on your face right there. They'll say, hey, man, you got something on your face. Like, I'd be surprised sometimes I'm standing in front of people and I got all kind of stuff coming out my nose. Then the 10th person say, hey, man, you need to clean your nose. Like, all these jokers standing in front of me didn't say anything. Y'all see what I'm saying? If you got a brother or a sister, you don't need a mirror, huh? But ain't no judgment anymore. We'll let people commit suicide and won't even tell them, like, hey, man, you go around that corner, you're going to die. Just let them go around there. Sister, you shouldn't do that. Brother, that's not right. We can't even do that anymore. What verse we at, brother?
We just finished 10.
Skip down to verse 26, my brother. Verse 26. Go ahead and read it.
The thoughts of the wicked are an abomination to the Lord.
Yes, it is. Go ahead.
But the words of the pure are pleasant words.
Uh-huh.
He that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house, but he that hateth gifts shall live.
Look here. It says the one that is greedy of gain, that person's going to trouble their own house. You know what greedy of gain will get you? It'll deceive you into thinking, God is okay with me working on the Sabbath day. Huh? It'll get you to thinking that it's okay. I can do a little something. Okay. That's that deception right there. Skip down to 31 and hit that one, my brother. Go ahead.
The ear that heareth the reproof of life abideth among the wise.
Y'all see that? Somebody who will allow you to reprove them and correct them, it says they abideth among the wise. Because that a wise man will hear instructions. Go ahead, brother.
He that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul.
Y'all see that? He that refuses instruction, you hate your own self. Just like we read down here, the one that is greedy of gain trouble his own house, because when the Lord swing down and drop that drum in your house, it was because of you, and now your children got to suffer, and you watching them suffer, and they don't know it because of you, dad, mom. What verse, brother?
Middle of 32.
Started back at the top.
He that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul.
If you walk away from the instructions in this Bible, you hate yourself. You hate you. Go ahead, brother.
But he that heareth reproof getteth understanding.
Go ahead.
The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom.
Yes, sir.
And before honor is humility.
Yes. So look, let's go into 1 Timothy chapter 2, because we got a little mini movie in today's lesson we're going to give y'all, okay? 1 Samuel 15, we're going to pick it up at verse 22. 1 Timothy 2. 1 Timothy 2. Getting ahead of myself. 1 Timothy 2, we're going to pick it up at verse 12. 1 Timothy 2 and 12. Yes. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12. 1 Timothy 2 and 12. Go ahead and read that, brother.
But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
So this is in the church. God said a woman can't be a preacher. Did he say that? Go ahead and read, brother.
For Adam was first formed, then Eve.
Go ahead.
And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
So God said a woman can't preach nor usurp authority over the man. But you see woman preachers everywhere. Everywhere. I remember about maybe 12, 13 years ago, ran to one of my old classmates. What's been going on with you? What's been going on with you? Well, I'm in theology school. I'm studying to be a minister. I said, huh? I said, have you not read that women can't preach? Where you read that at? Well, let's go look in the book. Let's go 1 Corinthians 14. Let's go into Timothy. Well, no, I don't think that's right. She stopped talking to me after that. I look up 2 years later, she on Facebook preaching. Mocking God. Straight mocking God when you do that. He said you can't do it. Let's go into 1 Samuel 15. You mocking God when he said you can't do something, you do it. 1 Samuel 15, my brother. Let's pick it up at 22. 1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 22. God is not mocked, and he's watching everything you do, say, and think. Because then we read that he know your thoughts and your intentions. We read that. Go ahead and read, brother, verse 22.
And Samuel said, hath the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord?
So that was the question Samuel asked Saul. Does the Lord have a greater delight in sacrifices because you sinned? As in you just doing what he told you to do? Go ahead and read.
Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice.
Behold, to obey him is better than sacrifices. Go ahead, my brother.
And to hearken than the fat of rams.
Why is that, brother? Go ahead.
For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
Look, rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. Rebellion to God's word and instructions is as witchcraft. Go ahead, brother.
And stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry.
Mm-hmm.
Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he hath also rejected thee from being king.
So Saul got fired because the words weren't good enough. So now some actions came. And then the Lord sent some evil angels to trouble that brother. Then the brother killed himself. Do y'all see that? There are repercussions to crossing God, sisters and brothers. And that's what the point is we're trying to make today. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 18. Leviticus 18, and then we're going to pick it up at verse 22. Because with a lot of the stuff in this Bible, hey, God say this, and then society tell you something totally opposite of that. And they want you to ride with what they say. They want you to ride with it. And there's a problem if you don't. Leviticus 18, my brother, verse 22. Go ahead and read it.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination.
So God told man, you can't lay with another man. It's abomination. But what does the man say? Yes, we can. And then they'll tell you, I'm 6'7", 275, beard, but I identify as Angela and Lisa. And you got to call me that. No, I'm not. And then they'll mess around in all of that wickedness will go and have a parade to show it off. And what word do they call that parade?
Pride.
Y'all see that? You mocking God. You straight up mocking him. And you gonna pay for that. Sooner or later, if you don't change your ways. Okay? He said that. Let's go Deuteronomy 22. Deuteronomy 22. Pick it up at verse 5. God say go this way, man say, no, we going the other way. In just about everything we deal with in society out here. Okay? Deuteronomy 22 and verse 5. Go ahead and read that, brother.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garments. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So once again, those are some other abominable things. Like I said, you got the brothers out there wearing heels and dresses and purses. But you mocking God when you do that. You flat out mocking God. And vice versa for the women. Let's go Galatians chapter 6, my brother. Can you put that thumbnail up there real quick? Put that thumbnail up there. Again, today's title is God is not mocked. Okay? And when you operate outside of his instructions, that's exactly what you're doing. And I know y'all see this thumbnail. Put that thumbnail up there. It looks like the brother told his son don't bother them cookies. Don't it look like that? But you see Pops, it's folded like this here. Like clearly the words I'm saying to you not good enough. Now it's get the strap out time. Or just straight hit you in the chest with a fist. Huh? Sometimes you get old enough where dad will come to you like that. Time out for them straps. You want to act like a man? Okay, here I come. So look, God is not mocked. Galatians 6, verse 7, my brother. Go ahead and read it.
Be not deceived. God is not mocked.
And that's where the title came from. Because he's not mocked. He's going to deal with you sooner or later. Go ahead, brother.
For whatsoever a man soweth.
So whatever you sow, go ahead.
That shall he also reap.
That's what you going to reap. Go ahead, brother.
For he that soweth to his flesh shall of his flesh reap corruption.
Yes.
But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
Go ahead, brother.
And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
That's right. Look, don't get tired of doing the right thing. Sometimes you feel like you're getting taxed and it's costly to keep walking right. Sometimes we feel like we're missing out on something. You can walk with God and still enjoy your life. Huh? We got witnesses to that. Go ahead, brother.
As we have therefore opportunity,
yes,
let us do good unto all men.
To
all men.
Go ahead.
Especially unto them who are of the household of faith.
Especially those in here. We especially better be doing well to the people in here, even in righteous judgment, because the Lord told us to judge righteous judgment. You see a brother or sister doing something wrong, it's your duty to go tell them, like, you might ought to stop doing that. We might ought to try to do a little bit better with this. And they should not get mad at you because you came and tried to get him some correction. Okay? So now, let's go to Job chapter 4. God is not mocked, brothers and sisters. You reap what you sow. Disrespect to God's commandments has consequences, ladies and gentlemen. And your actions have corresponding results. Your actions have corresponding results. Sow corruption, reap corruption. You sow integrity, you reap happiness. Okay? Job 4, verse 8. Go ahead and read that, brother. 4 and 8.
Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
Y'all see that? If you sow that, that's what you get back. Go ahead, brother.
By the blast of God they perish.
Yes.
And by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed.
Just like that. Hey, we know people. One day they was here, the next day you hear they gone. I mean, I just saw them at the gas station, but they gone though. Just saw him. Let's go look at this story. 2 Samuel 11. 2 Samuel. God is not mocked. And we have to be careful. So we have a real good example right here. He's not mocked. 2 Samuel 11, verse 1, my brother. Let's go look at King David. 2 Samuel 11 and 1. Go ahead and read that, brother.
And it came to pass, after the year was expired, at the time when kings go forth to battle, that David sent Joab and his servants with him and all Israel. And they destroyed the children of Ammon and besieged Rabbah. But David tarried still at Jerusalem. And it came to pass in an evening tide that David arose from off his bed and walked upon the roof of the king's house. And from the roof he saw a woman washing herself. And the woman was very beautiful to look upon.
So look, so David didn't go to fight. He stayed at home. He go out on the top of the castle and look across and see a lady taking a bath. So I would assume when you look at how people dress in those days, most time women come out, they covered all the way up. You really never even see their figures or anything like that. So he see this sister taking a bath. What happened? Go ahead, brother.
And David sent and inquired after the woman.
Yes.
And one said, is not this Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite?
So right away, when David asked about her, he got the word, she's taken already. She's the wife of Uriah the Hittite. Right then, David should have said, okay, never mind. But he couldn't get that visual out of his head. He couldn't get that visual out of his mind. Okay? So right then, once those thoughts furthered after he got that word, now you've broken the commandment number 10, thou shalt not covet. That's the one that calls you to do a lot of the other ones. So right then, he had sin on his hands. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 4. And David sent messengers and took her.
Oh, my goodness. No, he didn't. David sent somebody and took that woman. Go ahead and read.
And she came in unto him, and he lay with her. For she was purified from her uncleanness, and she returned unto her house.
So right there, he committed adultery right there. So you stack one on top of one. Go ahead, brother.
And the woman conceived and sent and told David and said, I am with child. And David sent to Joab, saying, send me Uriah the Hittite. And Joab sent Uriah to David.
So once the woman told David she's pregnant, David sent the word to Joab, send Uriah back home. Go ahead.
And when Uriah was come unto him, David demanded of him how Joab did, and how the people did, and how the war prospered. And David said to Uriah, go down to thy house and wash thy feet. And Uriah departed out of the king's house, and there followed him a mess of meat from the king. But Uriah slept at the door of the king's house with all the servants of his lord, and went not down to his house.
So Uriah didn't go home. So David he already devising a scheme already for the man to go home and walk out of there thinking he got a baby on the way. Huh? So now David got this scheme. Go ahead, brother.
And when they had told David, saying, Uriah went not down into his house, David said unto Uriah, camest thou not from thy journey? Why then didst thou not go down unto thine house? And Uriah said unto David, the ark and Israel and Judah abide in tents, and my lord Joab,
yes,
and the servants of my lord are encamped in the open fields. Shall I then go into mine house to eat and to drink and to lie with my wife?
So the brother had a noble point of view right there, did he not? So all my brothers out here fighting, and I'm supposed to go down to my house and lay with my wife? Go ahead, brother.
As thou livest, and as thy soul liveth, I will not do this thing.
So he told David, as you live, as your soul live, I will not do this thing. So go ahead, brother.
And David said to Uriah, tarry here today also,
Mhm.
and tomorrow I will let thee depart.
Go ahead.
So Uriah abode in Jerusalem that day and the morrow.
Go ahead.
And when David had called him, he did eat and drink before him, and he made him drunk.
So then David got the brother drunk. He's gonna try to scheme again another way. Go ahead, brother.
And at even he went out to lie on his bed
Mhm.
with the servants of his Lord, but went not down to his house.
Again, even though he was a little tipsy, still didn't go home. Go ahead, brother.
And it came to pass in the morning that David wrote a letter to Joab and sent it by the hand of Uriah.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote in the letter saying, set ye Uriah in the forefront of the hottest battle.
So David told Joab, set Uriah at the hottest battle against their most formidable men. Go ahead, brother.
And retire ye from him,
And then pull everybody back from them. Go ahead.
that he may be smitten and die.
So he can die. So David had this wicked plan on his mind to kill the brother. Skip down to 22 and read, brother.
So the messenger went and came and showed David all that Joab had sent for him for.
Mm-hmm.
And the messenger said unto David, surely the man prevailed against us and came out unto us into the field, and we were upon them even unto the entering of the gate.
Go ahead.
And the shooters shot from off the wall upon thy servants, and some of the king's servants be dead.
Mm-hmm.
And thy servant Uriah the Hittite is dead also.
So now David got the message that Uriah is dead now. Okay. So skip down to 26 and continue.
And when the wife of Uriah heard that Uriah her husband was dead, she mourned for her husband.
Go ahead.
And when the mourning was past, David sent and fetched her to his house, and she became his wife and bare him a son. But the thing that David had done displeased the Lord.
Oh, so he mocked God in those actions. It displeased the Lord. So we have to remember, when we do things that displease the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he's going to do something about that. He's going to do something about it. You can't just keep mocking him. He's going to weigh in sooner or later. So let's go ahead. Look, put your marker into 2 Samuel, because we're going to be in and out of this, okay? Put a marker right there, because we're going to go hit this Proverbs 6, and we coming right back. Proverbs chapter 6. Proverbs 6, my brother. Pick it up at verse 16. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 16. Because David was out there stacking things on top of things, okay? Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. Go ahead and read that, brother.
These six things doth the Lord hate.
Wait a minute. These 6 things the Lord what?
Hate.
Go ahead.
Yeah, 7 are an abomination unto him.
So what are they, brother? Go ahead and read them.
A proud look,
That's 1.
a lying tongue,
That's 2.
and hands that shed innocent blood.
Did David do that?
Yes.
David shed innocent blood here. Go ahead and read.
And heart that devises wicked imaginations.
Didn't David devise a wicked scheme? A couple of them. The first one didn't work, because the man wouldn't go home. Go ahead, brother.
Feet that be swift in running to mischief.
Yes.
A false witness that speaketh lies. And he that soweth discord among brethren.
So now let's go back to 2 Samuel 12. 2 Samuel 12, and we're going to start at verse 7. And let's see what happened right here. So Nathan comes to David and give David this scenario. Well, look, David, you know, this poor man had him one ewe lamb that he basically treated it like a child. And this rich man had a whole lot of them. And when the rich man's friends came to visit, he took that one man's lamb and dressed him up for the company. And then David got mad. He said, bring that man to me. And Nathan told David, David, you're that man. 2 Samuel 12 and 7. Go ahead and read, brother.
And Nathan said to David, thou art the man.
He said, David, you're that man. Go ahead and read.
Thus saith the Lord God of Israel.
Thus saith the Lord. Go ahead.
I anointed thee king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul.
Go ahead.
And I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wives into thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah. And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things.
So the Lord was just listening to David, all the stuff he gave him. And if you would have wanted some other things, I would have given that to you as well. Go ahead and read, brother.
Wherefore hast thou despised the commandment of the Lord to do evil in his sight?
So look, so Nathan asked David, why did you despise the commandments of God? Why did you mock him, David? To do evil in his sight. Go ahead.
Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and hast taken his wife to be thy wife, and hast slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon.
So how y'all think Nathan knew about that? The Lord told him some kind of way. Okay, go ahead and read.
Now therefore the sword shall never depart from thine house.
Wait a minute. Say that one more time, brother.
Now therefore the sword shall never depart from thine house.
So the Lord told David, I'm going to drop that sword in your house and it's never leaving. The sword is never going to leave your house. Go ahead, brother.
Because thou hast despised me.
Because you despise God. Go ahead.
And hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife. Thus saith the Lord God, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thine own house.
Wait a minute. Y'all got to pay attention to what the Lord is saying here. He's telling David, I'm going to raise up evil out of your own house against you, David, out of your own house. What else, brother?
And I will take thy wives before thine eyes and give them unto thy neighbor.
He said, I'm going to take your wives, David, and give them to somebody else. Go ahead.
And he shall lie with thy wives in the sight of this sun.
He said, and he going to lay with your wives in the sight of the sun. He's going to do it openly. Why is that, brother? Go ahead.
For thou didst it secretly, but I will do this thing before all Israel and before the sun.
He said, David, you did that thing in secret, but I'm going to have somebody take your wives where everybody going to see it. And I'm going to raise up evil against you from within inside of your own house. Y'all don't think God can do these things? What verse was that, brother? That was 13?
We're on 13 now.
Go ahead and read it.
And David said unto Nathan, I have sinned against the Lord. And Nathan said unto David, the Lord also hath put away thy sin. Thou shalt not die.
He said, look here, the Lord ain't going to kill you, but he bringing that sword, though. The sword is coming. Go ahead.
Howbeit, because by this deed.
See, this is the real problem right here. We getting ready to see the real problem with what David did. The real problem with it. Start that verse over.
Howbeit, because by this deed.
He said, because you did this deed, David. Go ahead.
Thou hast given great occasion to the enemies of the Lord.
You have given occasion to the enemies of God. Go ahead.
To blaspheme.
To blaspheme him. Go ahead.
The child also that is born unto thee shall surely die.
That's the problem when you have self-professing servants of God sin against God. You give his enemies reason to blaspheme against him. I thought she was a woman of God and she went over there and did that. I thought that brother was a man of God. He went over there and did that. Oh, no, man, I ain't going over there to that church. Y'all see that? You give God's enemies a great occasion to say whatever it is they think they want to say about him. Skip down to verse 18 and continue, brother.
And it came to pass on the seventh day that the child died.
So the child that Bathsheba was pregnant with died. Go ahead. I mean, the one she gave birth to died. Go ahead.
And the servants of David feared to tell him that the child was dead. For they said, behold, while the child was yet alive, we spake unto him, and he would not hearken unto our voice. How will he then vex himself if we tell him that the child is dead?
Go ahead.
But when David saw that his servants whispered, David perceived that the child was dead. Therefore David said unto his servants, is the child dead? And they said, he is dead.
Go ahead.
Then David arose from the earth and washed and anointed himself and changed his apparel and came into the house of the Lord and worshiped. Then he came to his own house, and when he required, they set bread before him, and he did eat.
You know what? That's good right there. Look, let's go into the 13th chapter. Let's go to that next chapter. So the child is dead. So 13 and 1, 2 Samuel 13 and verse 1. Go ahead and read that.
And it came to pass after this that Absalom, the son of David, had a fair sister whose name was Tamar.
Go ahead.
And Amnon, the son of David, loved her.
So now watch this. Amnon, David's oldest son. And then you got Absalom, which is David's third son, and him and Tamar had the same mother. Amnon had a different mother. So go ahead and read. Wait a minute, start that verse 1. Go ahead and read it again, brother.
And it came to pass after this that Absalom, the son of David, had a fair sister whose name was Tamar. And Amnon, the son of David, loved her.
Go ahead.
And Amnon was so vexed that he fell sick for his sister Tamar, for she was a virgin.
So now Amnon start getting these feelings about his own sister. Go ahead.
And Amnon thought it hard for him to do anything to her.
Go ahead.
But Amnon had a friend whose name was Jonadab, the son of Shemaiah, David's brother. And Jonadab was a very subtle man.
So it basically was his cousin. This was Amnon's cousin. Go ahead and read.
And he said unto him, Why art thou, being the king's son, lean from day to day? Wilt thou not tell me? And Amnon said unto him, I love Tamar, my brother Absalom's sister.
Go ahead.
And Jonadab said unto him, Lay thee down on thy bed, and make thyself sick. And when thy father cometh to see thee, say unto him, I pray thee, let my sister Tamar come and give me meat, and dress the meat in my sight, that I may see it and eat it at her hand.
Go ahead.
So Amnon lay down and made himself sick. And when the king was come to see him, Amnon said unto the king, I pray thee, let Tamar my sister come and make me a couple of cakes in my sight, that I may eat at her hand.
So David went ahead and said, okay, let her come on over there. Now skip down to verse 10 and continue, brother. Verse 10, go ahead.
And Amnon said unto Tamar, bring the meat into the chamber, that I may eat of thine hand. And Tamar took the cakes which she had made and brought them into the chamber to Amnon her brother. And when she had brought them unto him to eat, he took hold of her and said unto her, come lie with me, my sister. And she answered him, nay, my brother, do not force me, for no such thing ought to be done in Israel. Do not thou this folly.
So she gave him the warning. Do not this thing, brother. This thing should not be done in Israel. Go ahead and read.
13. And I, whither shall I cause my shame to go? And as for thee, thou shalt be as one of the fools in Israel. Now therefore, I pray thee, speak unto the king, for he will not withhold me from thee.
Go ahead.
Howbeit, he would not hearken unto her voice. But being stronger than she, forced her and lay with her.
Go ahead.
Then Amnon hated her exceedingly.
So right after that, he hated the sister exceedingly. Y'all know the Lord had Satan drop all that drama right in there. He told that brother, I'm getting ready to drop a sword in your house, and your trouble gonna come up from inside your house. Right after that, the brother hated her. But before it said he loved her, so he was vexed. But right after that, he hated her. What verse, brother?
Middle of 15.
Go ahead.
So that the hatred wherewith he hated her was greater than the love wherewith he had loved her.
Go ahead.
And Amnon said unto her, arise, be gone.
He told her, get on up and get out of here. Y'all see that? Go ahead, brother.
And she said unto him, there is no cause. This evil in sending me away is greater than the other that thou didst unto me. But he would not hearken unto her.
But he wouldn't listen to her. Put out anyway. Skip down to verse 21 and read that.
But when King David heard of all these things, he was very wroth.
So David heard about it. He got upset. Go ahead.
And Absalom spake unto his brother Amnon, neither good nor bad. For Absalom hated Amnon, because he had forced his sister Tamar.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass after 2 full years.
After how long, brother?
2 full years.
After 2 full years, go ahead and read.
That Absalom had sheep shears in Baal Hazor, which is beside Ephraim. And Absalom invited all the king's sons.
So Absalom invited all his brothers, including Amnon. Go ahead, brother.
And Absalom came to the king and said, behold, now thy servant hath sheep shears. let the king, I beseech thee, and his servants go with thy servant.
Uh-huh.
And the king said to Absalom, Nay, my son, let us not all now go, lest we be chargeable unto thee. And he pressed him, howbeit he would not go, but blessed him.
Go ahead.
Then said Absalom, If not, I pray thee, let my brother Amnon go with us. And the king said unto him, Why should he go with thee?
See, David probably smelled the rat right there. He asked Absalom, why you want Amnon to come out there? Go ahead and read.
But Absalom pressed him that he let Amnon and all the king's sons go with him. Now Absalom had commanded his servants, saying, Mark ye now when Amnon's heart is merry with wine. And when I say unto you, smite Amnon, then kill him. Fear not, have I not commanded you? Be courageous and be valiant.
Be valiant. So look,
Valiant.
he told them, when you see my brother get good and drunk, and I give y'all the signal, fall on the brother and kill him. One more verse. Go ahead.
And the servants of Absalom did unto Amnon as Absalom had commanded. Then all the king's son arose, and every man gat him up upon his mule and fled.
So everybody broke out running, okay? So now, let's go into, that was 2 Samuel 13.
Yes.
Let's go into Psalm 50. Still keep your mark in 2 Samuel because we're coming back. Let's go Psalm 50 and pick it up at 14. So 2 years went by and Amnon thought everything was done. David probably was thinking things were done. So you had your oldest son rape your daughter. Then you had your third oldest son kill your oldest son. The sword, y'all see the sword in the house, right? The sword is there. Psalm 50 and 14, and we'll be right back to 2 Samuel. Psalm 50 and 14. Go ahead and read it, brother.
Offer unto God thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High.
Yes, sir.
And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me.
Go ahead.
But unto the wicked God saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Go ahead.
Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee.
See, that's the thing about people that hate the instructions of God. It says, you cast my words behind you, which is basically the whole world. Go ahead and read, brother.
When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers.
You saw a thief, you consented with him, and then you've been a partaker with the adulterers. Go ahead, brother.
Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit.
And so you've been talking a whole lot of talk. You've been framing evil and deceit. Go ahead.
Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son.
You doing all this stuff. Go ahead.
These things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
So the Lord say, see, I saw you doing all this stuff, but I just kept my silence with it. I'm trying to give you some time to get yourself together. But go ahead, brother.
Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself.
So you thought I was like mankind. I'm going to move on and forget about that stuff. Go ahead and read.
But I will reprove thee.
But I will reprove thee. Go ahead.
And set them in order before thine eyes.
Yes, sir.
Now consider this, ye that forget God, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver.
So the Lord say, my memory is long. Don't you think I forgot about what you've been doing? Because I didn't forget. He said, so consider it and don't forget God unless I come down and tear you in pieces for those things that you've been working on. So now let's go back to 2 Samuel 15. And I just went to that Psalm 50 to show you that the Lord's memory is not short. It's very long. And just when you thought it was time to breathe, nope, not yet. The drummer's still coming because the Lord told David, I'm dropping this stuff in your house and it's in there forever. 2 Samuel 15, my brother, pick it up at verse 1. 15 and 1. Go ahead and read it.
And it came to pass after this that Absalom prepared him chariots and horses and 50 men to run before him. And Absalom rose up early and stood beside the way of the gate. And it was so that when any man that had controversy came to the king for judgment, then Absalom called unto him and said, Of what city art thou? And he said, Thy servant is of one of the tribes of Israel.
Go ahead.
And Absalom said unto him, see, thy matters are good and right, but there is no man deputed of the king to hear thee.
Mm-hmm.
Absalom said, moreover, oh, that I were made judge in the land, that every man which hath any suit or cause might come unto me, and I would do him justice.
Now see, Absalom standing at the gate. Every time somebody comes see David the king about a matter, he'll deal with the matter. Go ahead, brother.
And it was so that when any man came nigh to him to do him obeisance, he put forth his hand and took him and kissed him.
Go ahead.
And on this manner did Absalom to all Israel that came to the king for judgment. So Absalom stole the hearts of the men of Israel.
So Absalom stole the hearts of everybody of Israel standing out there at that gate. Skip down to verse 10 and continue, brother. Go ahead and read it.
But Absalom sent spies throughout all the tribes of Israel, saying, as soon as ye hear the sound of the trumpet, then ye shall say, Absalom reigneth in Hebron.
Go ahead.
And with Absalom went 200 men out of Jerusalem that were called, and they went in their simplicity, and they knew not anything.
Go ahead.
And Absalom sent for Ahithophel, the Gileonite, and David's counselor from his city, even from Gilo, while he offered sacrifices. And the conspiracy was strong, for the people increased continually with Absalom.
Okay, so look. So Absalom sent spies. He's been out there stealing the hearts of the people from his dad, the king. And so now he's about to arrange a takeover of the throne. Okay, so that's what he's been working on. So now go ahead and continue, brother. Verse 13. Go ahead and read.
And there came a messenger to David saying, the hearts of the men of Israel are after Absalom.
So a messenger came to David. They say, man, everybody is trying to look like they want to follow your son to be their king. Go ahead, brother.
And David said unto all his servants that were with him at Jerusalem, arise and let us flee, for we shall not else escape from Absalom. Make speed to depart, lest he overtake us suddenly and bring evil upon us and smite the city with the edge of the sword.
So David just decided to relent and get out of town. So he left. Go ahead, brother.
And the king's servant said unto the king, behold, thy servants are ready to do whatsoever my lord the king shall appoint.
Go ahead.
And the king went forth, and all his household after him, and the king left 10 women, which were concubines, to keep the house.
So David left 10 women back. That's key to this story. So now let's skip down here, verse 28. Go ahead and read it.
See, I will tarry in the plain of the wilderness until there come word from you to certify me.
Go ahead.
Zadok, therefore, and Abiathar carried the ark of God again to Jerusalem and tarried there.
Go ahead.
And David went up by the ascent of Mount Olivet and wept as he went up, and had his head covered, and he went barefoot. And all the people that was with him covered every man his head, and they wept, and they went up weeping as they went up.
Okay, so I just went here to show you that David has left the throne. He's out there in the wilderness. So now let's go into chapter 16 and look at something. Let's start at verse 15. So David left some of his women behind. He's out in the wilderness. His son is taking over the throne. Okay. 2 Samuel 16, verse 15. Go ahead and read that, brother.
And Absalom and all the people, the men of Israel, came to Jerusalem, and Ahithophel with him.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass, when Hushai the Archite, David's friend, was come unto Absalom, that Hushai said unto Absalom, God save the king, God save the king. And Absalom said to Hushai, Is this thy kindness to thy friend? Why wentest thou not with thy friend?
So Absalom asked David's guy, why didn't you go with my dad? Go ahead and read.
And Hushai said unto Absalom, Nay, but whom the Lord and this people and all the men of Israel choose, his will I be, and with him will I abide.
Go ahead.
And again, whom should I serve? Should I not serve in the presence of his son? As I have served in thy father's presence, so will I be in thy presence.
Go ahead.
Then said Absalom to Ahithophel, Give counsel among you what we shall do. And Ahithophel said unto Absalom.
So now he asked Ahithophel, the counselor, what shall I do at this point? And let's see what Ahithophel told him. Go ahead, brother.
Go in unto thy father's concubines, which he hath left to keep the house, and all Israel shall hear that thou art abhorred of thy father. Then shall the hands of all that are with thee be strong.
So Ahithophel told him, go lay with all his women. That way all Jerusalem know you hate your dad. And basically it says you're the new king too. Go ahead and read.
22. So they spread Absalom a tent upon the top of the house, and Absalom went in unto his father's concubines in the sight of all Israel.
But see, we read in chapter 12 that was going to happen. The Lord had Nathan tell David that. He said, that thing you did in secret, I'm going to do it to you in open where everybody going to see it. So Absalom did that, and everybody saw it. Just like God said. Why? Because David mocked God when he did those things. Let's go into 2 Samuel 18 and pick it up at verse 5. 2 Samuel 18 and 5. So all this stuff is happening. I mean, this is years after David and Bathsheba. Go ahead and read, brother, verse 5. What did it say?
And the king commanded Joab and Abishai and Ittai, saying, deal gently for my sake with the young man, even with Absalom. And all the people heard when the king gave all the captains charge concerning Absalom.
So David knew Absalom was coming after him, but he told everybody, if you happen to catch him, deal gently with the brother. Don't kill it. Okay? Go ahead and read.
So the people went out into the field against Israel, and the battle was in the wood of Ephraim.
Skip down to verse 9 and continue.
And Absalom met the servants of David. And Absalom rode upon a mule, and the mule went under the thick boughs of a great oak, and his head caught hold of the oak, and he was taken up between the heaven and the earth, and the mule that was under him went away.
So he was riding his mule, and that tell you right there, he had a big afro or something, huh? Got caught up in them branches, took him off his mule, and just had him suspended in the air like that. Go ahead and read.
And a certain man saw it, and told Joab, and said, behold, I saw Absalom hanged in an oak.
Go ahead.
And Joab said unto the man that told him, and behold, thou sawest him, and why didst thou not smite him there to the ground?
So Joab says, so you telling me you saw him and you didn't go over there and kill him? This is what Joab. Now Joab, by the way, is David's nephew. Go ahead and read, brother.
And I would have given thee 10 shekels of silver and a girdle. And the man said unto Joab, though I should receive 1,000 shekels of silver in mine hand, yet would I not put forth mine hand against the king's son.
So they say, yeah, even though you offering to pay us like a murder for hire, I will not put forth my hands to kill the king's son. Let's see why that's their thought process on that. Go ahead and read.
For in our hearing, the king charged thee and Abishai and Ittai, saying, beware that none touch the young man Absalom.
So they said, we heard David say this stuff. We heard him. Go ahead, brother.
Otherwise, I should have wrought falsehood against mine own life. For there is no matter hid from the king, and thou thyself wouldest have set thyself against me.
Go ahead.
Then said Joab, I may not tarry thus with thee. And he took 3 darts in his hand and thrust them through the heart of Absalom while he was yet alive in the midst of the oak.
Go ahead.
And 10 young men that bare Joab's armor compassed about and smote Absalom and slew him.
So he had his other men finish killing Absalom after he started it off. Skip down to that verse 31, my brother. 31. Go ahead and read it.
And behold, Cushai came, and Cushai said, tidings, my lord the king, for the Lord hath avenged thee this day of all them that rose up against thee.
Go ahead.
And the king said unto Cushai, is the young man Absalom safe? And Cushai answered, the enemies of my lord the king and all that rise against thee to do thee hurt, be as that young man is. And the king was much moved, and went up to the chamber over the gate and wept. And as he went, thus he said, O my son Absalom, my son Absalom, would God I had died for thee, O Absalom, my son, my son.
Let's go to Matthew chapter 16. Matthew 16, and let's see something right here. So we see Absalom is dead, and we see the Lord meant every word he said when he dropped that sword in David's house. So now your first son is dead, your third son is dead. And we're going to see something later on from the fourth son and the 10th son. Matthew 16 and 27, my brother, 16 and 27. Go ahead and read that, brother.
For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works.
And we just wanted to show you that every man is going to get handled and judged by God according to his or her works. That's always on the table. Brother Devin read that, and we read the law before we started. We read these things about keeping the law. You're going to keep these commandments or else. And we see how David is paying for them right now in this lesson we're reading. So let's go to 1 Kings chapter 1 and look at something else. Years ago, and this drummer is still in David's house because the Lord said forever. I don't know what happened to his second son by Abigail. His name was Daniel. We know this fourth son, Adonijah, is going to step up and going to feel like, for whatever the reason is, I guess since he's the fourth oldest, the oldest one dead, the third oldest dead, he feel like, hey, I should be the king when my dad died. But that was not in the plan. 1 Kings 1 and 1. 1 Kings 1 and 1. Go ahead and read.
Now King David was old and stricken in years, and they covered him with clothes, but he got no heat. Wherefore his servant said unto him, let there be sought for my lord the king a young virgin, and let her stand before the king.
Yes.
And let her cherish him, and let her lie in thy bosom, that my lord the king may get heat.
Go ahead.
So they sought for a fair damsel throughout all the coasts of Israel, and found Abishag, a Shunammite, and brought her to the king.
So brothers, when you get older, and you might get sick and might need a little heat, I'm telling you right now, your wife ain't gonna let no virgin come in there and keep you warm. Your wife ain't gonna let no virgin come in and keep you warm. Forget about it. Go ahead and read, brother.
And 4, and the damsel was very fair, and cherished the king.
Yes, sir.
And ministered to him. But the king knew her not.
Go ahead.
Then Adonijah, the son of Haggith, exalted himself, saying, I will be king.
Ooh, so this brother exalted himself. Go ahead.
And he prepared him chariots and horsemen, and 50 men to run before him. And his father had not displeased him at any time in saying, Why hast thou done so? And he was also a very goodly man, and his mother bare him after Absalom. Okay,
so now David didn't tell him, no, you can't be the king. So that's where the issue came up when he did that. Skip down and hit that verse 28, my brother, verse 28. Go ahead and read it.
Then King David answered and said, call me Bathsheba. And she came into the king's presence and stood before the king. And the king sware and said, as the Lord liveth, that hath redeemed my soul out of all distress, even as I swear unto thee by the Lord God of Israel, saying, assuredly Solomon thy son shall reign after me, and he shall sit upon my throne in my stead. Even so will I certainly do this day.
So look, so Bathsheba was asking David, like, I thought Solomon was supposed to be the king. My son was supposed to be the king. So David went ahead and gave her that word that will be the case. Read that verse 39, brother. Go ahead and read that.
And Zadok the priest took an horn of oil out of the tabernacle and anointed Solomon.
So now Solomon's been anointed the new king. Go ahead.
And they blew the trumpet, and all the people said, God save King Solomon.
So now skip down and hit that verse 47.
And moreover, the king's servant came to bless our Lord King David, saying, God, make the name of Solomon better than thy name, and make his throne greater than thy throne. And the king bowed himself upon the bed.
So now skip on down and hit that verse 50. Go ahead and read that.
And Adonijah feared because of Solomon, and arose and went and caught hold on the horns of the altar. And it was told Solomon, saying, behold, Adonijah feareth King Solomon, for lo, he hath caught hold on the horns of the altar, saying, let King Solomon swear unto me today that he will not slay his servant with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
And Solomon said, if he will show himself a worthy man.
That big word if, that big word if, because Adonijah thought because he tried to gangster the kingship that Solomon was going to do something to him. But Solomon said, if, go ahead and read.
If he will show himself a worthy man, there shall not an hair of him fall to the earth. But if wickedness shall be found in him, he shall die.
He made it real plain right there. If you do right, nothing will happen to you. But if wickedness be found in you, you shall die. Let's go on into the second chapter, chapter 2. Pick it up at verse 13. Because we already saw this thing about you laying with the king's woman, says you hate him, among other things, right? So now here come Adonijah with his own little scheme. 1 Kings 2 and 13. Go ahead and read that, brother.
And Adonijah, the son of Haggith, came to Bathsheba, the mother of Solomon. And she said, comest thou peaceably? And he said, peaceably. He said, moreover, I have somewhat to say unto thee. And she said, say on. And he said, thou knowest that the kingdom was mine, and that all Israel set their faces on me.
Man, the kingdom wasn't yours. You was dreaming, man. Go ahead and read.
That I should reign. Howbeit the kingdom is turned about and is become my brother's, for it was his from the Lord.
Go ahead.
And now I ask one petition of thee, deny me not. And she said unto him, say on. And he said, speak, I pray thee, unto Solomon the king, for he will not say thee nay, that he give me Abishag the Shunammite to wife.
So now he want Bathsheba to go ask Solomon, the virgin they brought to your dad David to keep him warm, let me have her. So Bathsheba gonna go and ask Solomon for that woman. Go ahead and read.
And Bathsheba said, well, I will speak for thee unto the king.
Go ahead.
Bathsheba therefore went unto King Solomon.
She should have said, I ain't in that one. That's what she should have said. But she went on in there. Go ahead and read.
To speak unto him for Adonijah. And the king rose up to meet her and bowed himself unto her and sat down on his throne and caused a seat to be set for the king's mother. And she sat on his right hand.
Go ahead.
Then she said, I desire one small petition of thee. I pray thee, say me not nay. And the king said unto her, ask on, my mother, for I will not say thee nay.
Go ahead.
And she said, let Abishag the Shunammite be given to Adonijah thy brother to wife.
So she said, can Adonijah have that woman, Abishag the Shunammite? And let's see what Solomon say. Go ahead, brother.
And King Solomon answered and said unto his mother, and why dost thou ask Abishag the Shunammite for Adonijah? As for him, the kingdom also?
So he said, you want him to be the king too? Go ahead and read.
For he is mine elder
because
brother.
He is my elder brother. Go ahead.
Even for him and for Abiathar the priest, and for Joab the son of Zeruiah, the king Solomon swear by the Lord, saying, God do so to me, and more also, if Adonijah have not spoken this word against his own life.
He said, by him sending this request, he has spoken against his own life by doing this. Go ahead, brother.
Now, therefore, as the Lord liveth, which hath established me and set me on the throne of David my father, and who hath made me an house, as he promised, Adonijah shall be put to death this day.
He said Adonijah is going to die today for doing that. Go ahead.
And King Solomon sent by the hand of Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, and he fell upon him that he died.
So look, so we're showing you that all that drama came into David's house because of what he did to Uriah the Hittite and his wife. All this drama, sons killing sons, son raping your daughter, your nephew killing your son. You see that? All this drama. Solomon killed Adonijah. Absalom killed Amnon. Amnon raped Tamar. Absalom ran David off the throne, laid with all David's women in the sight of Israel. All that drama because of what David did. And that's why we titled this lesson, God is not mocked. You cannot dance in his face and say, watch me see what I did. I'm breaking your commandments. That don't mean anything. You can't do that. But they gonna fill these church houses up tomorrow with all of that. Gonna fill them up tomorrow and mock God. Okay? So now let's go to 1 John 5, and we just have 3 more places after this one. 1 John chapter 5. 1 John 5, let's pick it up at verse 2. 1 John 5 and 2. 5 and 2. You cannot mock God and think you're going to get away with that. It's not happening. They have sugar bear and care bear Jesus to the point where people don't think he can do no harm to you. They have blinded you and lied to you. 1 John 5 and 2. Go ahead and read, brother.
By this we know that we love the children of God when we love God and keep his commandments. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
That's the love of God, keeping his commandments, and they're not hard to keep. But you'll hear people say they are, but they're not. Skip down, my brother. Hit that verse 9. Go ahead and read it.
If we receive the witness of men, the witness of God is greater.
Yes.
For this is the witness of God, which he hath testified of his Son.
Go ahead.
He that believeth on the Son of God hath the witness in himself. He that believeth not God hath made him a liar.
Ooh, go ahead.
Because he believeth not the record that God gave of his Son.
Ooh, we look at this verse 10. He that believeth on the Son of God have the witness in himself. However, he that believeth not have made God a liar. Y'all see that? If you don't believe, you have made him a liar. Go ahead, brother.
11. And this is the record that God hath given to us, eternal life. And this life is in his Son.
Go ahead.
He that hath the Son hath life.
Yes.
And he that hath not the Son of God hath not life.
Go ahead.
These things have I written unto you that believe on the name of the Son of God.
That believe on what?
The name of the Son of God.
Go ahead.
That ye may know that ye have eternal life, and that ye may believe on the name of the Son of God.
Because you got people that hate that name, but you're not fooling me. It's not about the name. You just want to do what you want to do. You don't want a being having dominion over you. Let's go 1 Peter 2 and 2 more places after that.
3 or 2, bro. 1 Peter 3 or 2.
I don't know why Peter always get me mixed up. 1 Peter 2. First Peter 2. Yeah, it's 1 Peter 2.
Okay.
And 21. 1 Peter 2 and verse 21. 2 and 21. Go ahead and read.
For even hereunto were ye called, because Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps.
So look, it says Christ left us examples that we should follow in his steps. Christ never celebrated Christmas. He never got on his knees and slid some gifts under a Christmas tree. Christ never dealt with an Easter bunny. Christ never said go to church every Sunday. He never said the feast days are done away with. Did he?
No.
He left examples that we should follow in his steps. He got baptized in water. We get baptized in water. The book say in Luke, the 4th chapter, he went into the synagogue as his custom was every Sabbath day. Not Sunday, every Sabbath day. So we should do that. Christ observed the feast. You can see him doing the Feast of Tabernacles, Passover. We do those things. He left us examples that we should follow in this step. And we should be trying to do the one where it says there's no guile found in his mouth and there was no sin in him. We should be working on those too. Okay? But this is what Peter had written. But go ahead and read, brother.
22. Who did no sin,
Right.
neither was guile found in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Who, when he was reviled not again.
Go ahead.
When he suffered, he threatened not,
Mm-hmm.
but committed himself to him that judgeth righteously.
And that's what we should be doing, committing ourselves to the one that judge righteously. Okay, let's go Luke 10 and pick it up at verse 1. Luke 10 and 1. God is not mocked, brothers and sisters. The whole world's mocking him though. And they think they're getting away. They're just getting by unless they change their ways. Luke 10, verse 1. Luke 10 and 1. Go ahead and read.
After these things,
Hold on. One day, everybody's going to keep up. Because it's hard for me to slow down. I've been trying, though. I actually do try to slow down and talk a little bit more. Luke 10, verse 1. Go ahead and read, brother.
after these things, the Lord appointed other 70 also.
How many?
70.
Go ahead.
And sent them 2 and 2 before his face into every city and place, whither he himself would come.
Go ahead.
Therefore said he unto them, the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few.
I know that's right. Go ahead.
Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he would send forth laborers into his harvest.
Go ahead.
Go your ways.
He told them to go your ways. Go ahead.
Behold, I send you forth as lambs among wolves.
So now skip down and hit that verse 16. What did he say?
He that heareth you heareth me.
So he told them brothers, the person that listen to you, the person that hear you, they actually hear me. Especially when you out there just giving them the word of God. If they hear you, you giving them the word of God, they hear God. Go ahead, brother.
And he that despiseth you despiseth me.
He said the one that despise you, they despise me. Go ahead.
And he that despiseth me despiseth him that sent me.
And if you do that, you despise the Father as well. These are red letters, and Jesus said these things. So look, let's go into our last spot. Ezekiel chapter 3. Ezekiel 3. We're going to pick it up at verse 1. Ezekiel 3 and 1. And see, we have to do lessons like this because the watchman's job is to warn the people. 3 and 1. Go ahead and read it, brother. Hold on. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 1. This is our last place. Go ahead and read.
Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll,
Yes.
and go speak unto the house of Israel.
Wasn't that the title last week, Brother Sean did? Eat the scroll or something like that. He told Ezekiel, eat this roll. That means eat these words, consume the words of God. Go ahead and read.
So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll.
Go ahead.
And he said unto me, Son of man,
Mm-hmm.
cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee.
Yes.
Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness.
So yeah, once you run into this true word of God, it is in your mouth as honey for sweetness until you go back to your family and tell them. It's sweet up to that point. When you tell them, you cannot cook this pork chop in here anymore. Then you got yourself a family fight right there. When you tell them, don't sprinkle shrimp on my steak. I don't want your pork sausages. I don't want your catfish either. And they're going to say something is wrong with you. Don't come over here. Matter of fact, y'all don't invite him over here anymore. And that's what it's going to be. It was sweet at first until you try to go share the word of God with these people. Go ahead and read, brother.
4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, Get thee unto the house of Israel and speak with my words unto them.
Whose words?
The Lord's words.
The Lord say, go to them and tell them my words. Go ahead and read.
For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of an hard language, but to the house of Israel.
And so they understand every word you're saying to them. We speak the same language. Go ahead and read.
Not to many people of a strange speech and of an hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely, had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted.
So wait a minute. I just think we just read the wrong spot. Hold on. I think we just read in the wrong place, and we did. That should have been Ezekiel 33. What did it say up on the screen? The verse not on the screen?
It said 3.
It's supposed to be 33. So we got an extra spot because we read the wrong spot. Y'all, please forgive your brother.
1 through 7 still?
Yeah, 1 through 7. Y'all forgive your brother. I'm coming up on 60 years of age. You make these kind of mistakes out here. Ezekiel 33, my brother. Let's pick it up at verse 1. We're going 1 through 7 again. Go ahead. What'd he say?
Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
So if the people have a watchman among them and he see trouble coming, he's supposed to warn the people like, hey, you shouldn't be doing this. You should be doing that. Go ahead and read.
Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning.
So if you hear that watchman warn you from certain things and you don't take heed to those words, go ahead and read.
If the sword comes.
So when that trouble comes
and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
Your blood's gonna be on your own hands. When the watchman come out there and warn you and you don't take heed, your blood on your own hands. Go ahead and read.
He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning.
I told you. We told you. We read it together and you didn't take heed. Go ahead, brother.
His blood shall be upon him.
Yes.
But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
But the person that take heed gonna deliver them their own soul, because Paul told us in Philippians, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. I don't care how much grandmama pray for you. You got to work out your own salvation. Go ahead, brother.
But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet.
However, if the watchman see that trouble coming because of behavior and he does not blow that trumpet and warn the people, go ahead and read.
And the people be not warned. If the sword come and take any person from among them,
yes,
he is taken away in his iniquity.
See, if the watchman blow the trumpet, well, if he don't blow the trumpet, and so people get taken away in their own iniquity, their iniquity is on them too. It's on them just like the first person. Go ahead and read.
But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
But their blood is on the watchman too, because he didn't warn them. He didn't tell them they was wrong. Because a bunch of these preachers gonna stand up in the pulpit and everything they say is about money, money, money. I saw a video this week. The dude told the ushers to lock them doors back there. Don't let nobody get out until I get these 40 G's, okay? Y'all saw the video. And then once you saw that one, you start seeing all of them about that. The one woman told everybody, I need 20 people to bring me a $20 bill. Then everybody started bringing money. It's money, money, money. Then this other dude talking about money. Ain't telling you nothing about pleasing your God and getting out of harm's way. Everything is about money. What verse was that, brother?
We just ended 6.
Go ahead and read.
So thou, O son of man.
So the Lord is telling Ezekiel to make it plain. He says, so you, Ezekiel, son of man, go ahead and read.
I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
I have set you a watchman to the house of Israel. Go ahead, brother.
Therefore, Thou shalt hear the word at my mouth.
Therefore, you shall hear the words in my mouth. And as of this day, we read out this book. Go ahead and read.
And warn them from me.
And warn the people from me. This is what God told him. So when we get up here and we read this Bible to you, and in today's lesson, we telling you God is not mocked. We have warned you all, and your blood is off my hands, okay? I hope somebody was edified with today's lesson. Thank you for your time.